Hi, this is Andy with Condi Technical Support, here to bring you another Sublimation FAQs video. Today let's talk about pressure. First, I want to address the different types of heat presses we have out there. You've got your standard swing away press, clamshell press, and then the mug press. Since most mug presses work basically the same way, we're not going to take a whole lot of time discussing those. Your flat presses, however, there's a distinct difference between the two. On the swing away press, when you close the press, it tends to close evenly, so you have a nice even pressure all the way across everything. On the clamshell press, it's kind of hinged at one side, so when you close the press, you don't always get a nice even pressure across. Now on thinner substrates such as shirts and different materials, these work great, but on some of your thicker substrates, you don't get a nice even pressure all the way across the press. Here's an example of what might happen. You'll notice the right hand side of this image is kind of faded out, didn't quite sublimate fully. This tends to happen on the side farthest from the hinge. It's not quite getting the same pressure that you're getting closer to the hinge. Let's talk about how to gauge your pressure now. You've heard us often refer to a light, medium, and heavy pressure. Now if you have a pneumatic press, this is easy to figure out. If you're not looking at specific PSI, then it's a little more difficult, but still easy. First, we have light pressure. It's what we call one-handed pressure. Basically, you want just enough pressure to hold your substrate into place. Then we have medium pressure, or what we refer to as hand and a half pressure. Basically, you can close your press with one hand if you put a little strength into it. With two hands, it should be fairly easy to close. And then heavy pressure, which two-handed pressure, of course. You should not be able to close it very easily at all with one hand. Two hands, you should have to put a little strength into it to close your press, or maybe even put your weight into it. You'll notice here is an example of something that was pressed, didn't quite get enough pressure. The image on the right, you'll notice it's kind of faded out, just didn't fully sublimate. Too much pressure can cause mottling, even cause the paper to stick to your substrate. Check out our other great videos here at conditv.com. Or if you have any problems or questions, you can give us a call at 1-800-826-6332. Simply choose 2 for tech support, or send us an email to support@condi.com.